Alright, so I was gonna drop another video talking about the Erebus obtainment method and my thoughts on it, which just to kind of spoil that video, because I need something to talk about while I'm going over to Parliament. Personally, I think the Erebus obtainment method is valid, considering the fact that Erebus is a crazy enchant stone, and thus should be gatekept behind incentive. Now, obviously, if you look at it from a game design perspective, and you're just looking at the base mechanics, oh yeah, you gotta do 20 BR matches, the 20 BR matches are iffy, you don't know if you're gonna win or not, and it doesn't even matter if you're good at the game because you can get jumped and lose it. Yeah, that looks pretty bad just to get one enchant stone. But the thing is that enchant stone is one of the craziest things in the game, and should be gatekept behind something stupid in order to keep people from getting it. Now, me personally, I think it just shouldn't be in the game, but if they're gonna leave it in the game, at least make it have, like, the worst possible obtainment in the whole game, so people don't want to get it, because I don't want to fight anybody on Erebus. Right, now pretty much for Parliament, and before we get there, I highly recommend that when you watch this video, if you still don't feel confident enough, because I know my last guide, a lot of people didn't seem to understand the premise of the guide. The premise of the guide wasn't how to, like, parry any of, like, the Kirsten moves. It was to explain to you how to fight him properly. And the reason why parrying, like, me explaining the parry times wasn't necessary is because me explaining it doesn't mean anything if you're gonna break the parries regardless. What matters is you at least know what enchants, what weapons to run, what sustain to run, what to do, right? What bells to run. I even mentioned in the comments how you could pretty much just beat it if you have corrupted counter bell. No downside. Pretty much same thing with here. You can beat this boss if you have corrupted counter bell. And if you notice, I'm technically on a PvE build. I'll try not to use any mantras because it'll make the fight difficult, like more difficult. This is a pretty simple fight, and I'll explain how to do this fight. Now, if you still need assistance, I'll probably be in my Discord server. You could ask for help. But pretty much, I kill this guy every single progression, no matter what my build is, and he is light. Now, the problem isn't the owl, but it's actually the Sharko. And the reason why I say it's actually the Sharko is because the Sharko is very difficult. Now, if you're on, like, Frost Troll, get Glacial Arc. Pretty much whatever you see the Sharko do is Sarrow Beam, you could just toss down the Glacial. Let's say the Glacial's right here. Hide behind the Glacial, and his beam won't hit you. You could just cheese it like that. Every time he does the beam, if you don't feel confident, you could just avoid it. It's great. Now, for actually fighting it, like the rest of these guys, it's pretty simple. Especially with, like, one of these guys, the Squibbo. It's just Squibbo. I'm sure most people know how to fight it. I mean, if you're attempting Parliament, you probably have beaten the Squibbo, at least. I feel like there's not really too much to say about beating Squibbo. Now, obviously, for bells, you want to run probably Corrupted Counterbell. Enchants, Vampirism is pretty decent. Weapons, any multi-hit. Multi-hits are really good. Now, this is pretty much a normal Sharko, but every single time you see him do the swings, but he turns green, that means you have to, like, parry 4 times. Right here, this is a 4 times because he turned green. Now, one thing you want to watch out for is his Sarrow. You can feint it. So one thing I would do, I'd do a full roll, and then a full roll again, just to be safe. I wasn't supposed to use mantras. But if you notice, every single time he does the 4, just roll those. Try not to get too greedy when it comes to getting damage in when he's beaming, because if you try to get too much damage in and you're unlucky, you'll die. Now, for the owl is honestly easier. You just, it's a normal owl, but the issue is you need to make sure you're parrying later than that's probably going to be the biggest problem for most people. The, like, Aura Blast, the easiest way to deal with the Aura Blast is to quite literally just not deal with it and roll and pray. But if you notice, it's a pretty simple fight. Every time you see the red, you get ready to roll. Every time you see the green, get ready to parry. That's why I don't like explaining parry times, because, like, it's obvious what you're supposed to roll when you're not supposed to. But if you notice, I'm delaying most of my parries. And the reason why you need to delay your parries, and delay your moves, especially when he does that, is because you want to make sure he doesn't hit your block, because he has 100% chip. And also, a lot of these moves are just obnoxiously difficult to deal with if they aren't using... Like, look, I tried to roll early and parry early. Got fried. Just make sure you react late. Right there, I reacted late. I rolled, I parried, react late again. Now, you could rely on your bell if you're getting, like, really, really scared. And obviously, you would be done with him already because he'd be using mantras. Like right there, I rolled too early. And look, the counter belt, every time you counter that one move, it gives you like a bar of HP back. It's a pretty simple fight the moment you get it down. And yes, just watch my video and practice the parry times and stuff if you are worried about breaking them. Now, I could probably just let him get me a little bit lower to proc my last resort to kill him faster. Cool. Yeah, simple fight. To be fair, I was actively bricking most of my parries. Most of the time I'd parry him a lot better. I'm not even wearing a full kit. So pretty much this is the HP most people would have, like 40 fizz and then like 500 HP. Freshy kit, pretty much. And it was still piss easy. And I'm probably going to farm out the Nightbringers a little bit more because Nightbringer is genuinely one of my favorite enchant stones because it makes one of the nicest looking outfits in the whole game, that being the Heretics outfit. Anyhow, if you need more assistance, join my Discord server, will be linked in the description. Blah, blah, blah. If you need more tips, yeah, go there. Also, join my Discord server because I'll be hosting Steel Ball Run, and I need people to play in my Steel Ball Run game, which will be posted on the channel probably over summer break because that's when it's happening. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.